So we're recording. Baby will not get off here. She's so cute, I can't make her leave. She's adorable. So, maybe Vanessa's been found. No one knows for certain yet, but the thing that really is getting to me, more than what they did to the body, or he, more than someone killing themselves and maybe the army's covering that up and pinning it on someone, is that her family, no matter how they act or who they are or how much money they make, it shouldn't matter how that is, because they should all be treated the same as any other client of EquiSearch, any other client of any other citizen of that the police help or anything. And they're not being. And I don't know if that's because the aggression that the lawyer is showing is scaring everyone away, or if they just don't want to deal with the problem, as they would call it. I don't really know, but Vanessa definitely, I think the best thing from this is that she's going to stand for other ladies who are attacked at work and sexually harassed at work. It's going to be one of those things where the I am Vanessa Guillen, that hashtag that everyone's doing right now, if they have been attacked at work or sexually harassed, in the military. I think that the greater outcry that's going to happen from Vanessa is what's really awesome about people trying to champion her cause. Her family and her are definitely very strong, and any way they could help the situation for other ladies in the military, they would. And this is what's happening because of this case. It also means that because of Gregory too and some others, that Fort Hood is getting a spyglass put on them, and they're going to have to change. So what I wanted to do is to find out, I wanted to assign some different agencies and people cards to see where they are in the action of finding her and going forward. This is the 007 Live and Let Die deck. Or Solitaire, played by Jane Seymour, used this. Now, the actual deck that she used in the movie had a few more pictures in it than this does. I don't know why we aren't allowed to have those. Maybe Universal owns that. But that's sad, because the Lover's card was different too. So, for whatever reason, we have what we have now. But I want to assign her sisters and her mom, the different people involved, just, her boyfriend. I want to find out what's going on. At least see if we can. I'm really proud to be part of it, even though I'm just here doing the cards for my own self and for whoever wants to watch. I'm proud to be helping other women, I think, is mostly what I would like to say. So I need to separate these now. This is what is called a pips deck, because it only has pictures on the trump cards, on the arcana. It's interesting. A long time ago, this used to be what all the cards were. Now, with the way that printing is today, anything we imagine can be part of the cards. But in the Renaissance and whatnot, it wasn't like that. It was so expensive. To have a color on a card would be, only a rich person could afford to have that. And they would use the same deck, only one, their whole life, and pass it on down to other parts of the family. Alright, so let's see what we can get if we ask the cards. Please help us find out by giving us an indicator of personality and position. Who is what in this drama and charade? Sometimes people ask me, why am I shaking? I shake all the time. It's just kind of what I do. Maybe I shake more when I read, I don't know. So, what I want to know is, which card is Vanessa? Which card is her mother? Which card is her boyfriend? Oh, and what card? Her sisters. Okay, so these are the people around her, and it's pretty obvious these are completely correct. That even looks like Vanessa a little bit. But, okay, so the Fool for Vanessa, he's a fool in love, and he's funny. There's the strong sister and the always positive sister, and the mom is the Tower. She'll bring down anything to get what's right, and she has a fire and brimstone type mentality. And you can see that Vanessa, her whole demeanor of being balanced and healthy and temperate was part of what she liked about army life, what she wanted. Now, please give us the man who attacked, anyone that helped him, the army, and the lawyer. Okay, so this is interesting. This is saying that the man who did this had a lot of tricks up his sleeve, so to speak, about how to cover her up and also just get away with things in general in his life. Who helped him is something that I don't know yet, and maybe the cards are not going to reveal. Maybe I can't see them because I'm not supposed to yet, but it seems like whoever did help him, if they did, they will be revealed, but they might not have helped him. It may be a cover-up from the army. The army is the Chariot. They have a willpower to go forward and do what they want, and they have their own agenda. And the moon, what struck me about the lawyer is that she's extremely emotional, and she definitely is flamboyant about her words, but using very simple words. And either she is putting on some kind of odd front, or she really is slightly out of control. I don't know the answer to that, but having it be the moon means that there is a secret about her. So she probably is putting on a bit of a show to, maybe even for the family, to be who she is. Now, Fort Hood and the river. Okay, so these are places where Vanessa would have been. Apparently, they found her by a river. I thought she would be in the river, so I was wrong. But the thing about it is that judgment would be a change of oneself, like a change into where you could go, and this is showing that she went to heaven. But it would also mean that she died there, which I can't see that happening. So I'm going to rethink the card. She definitely was killed at Fort Hood and brought there. So, oh, I see. This is showing judgment for the 3 people that hurt her. Maybe there are 3 men. And this is talking about Fort Hood being the Pope, being someone who has religious tradition. And you can see that he has a cat, a bird, and a bird's nest with eggs, which means that this is so telling. It means that he has a cat who wants to eat the bird, and they're both in Fort Hood. So that's men against women, and maybe the truth against lies. These are really good cards for this. I'm glad I used this deck. But poor Vanessa is just, she's become a spokesperson for ladies without even wanting to, or thinking about it, really. It just happened to her. Now, I want to ask over here, why was she attacked? I thought it was from, like, lust. Yeah. Romantic feelings, being sensitive, and him being insecure. And, like I said before. And then I want to know, were there other people that helped him, and who were they? Okay, if they were, it's just his friends that they cared about him and wanted to help him. They weren't part of the attack. They are his champion. So I want to put these cards in a different way for everyone to see so that it's better to understand. We have the mother, sister, Vanessa, sister, and boyfriend. And then the lawyer. For the other side, we have the man, Fort Hood, the army, the judgment, how he feels his friends, and then what will happen. So I want to get one more card to make up for the Wheel of Fortune. I just want to see if it'll give us any more clarity, because I'm just a bit the Empress. and the King of Coins. Well, the Empress holds the world in abundance, and she's a feminine attribute. The wheel is neutral, but was known to be turned by Fortuna, aka Tai Chi, maybe. Yeah, so I think we can see here that this is very clear about what has happened and what will continue to happen. What I'd like to see now, maybe we can use these as to say what will happen when the boys are prosecuted, the men are prosecuted. We could say that they could have a benefactress or money given to them. They'd have a good lawyer and a good scribe, as in paralegal. So this is saying their defense will be good if they live and go on and get prosecuted, if there really is him and some friends helped him. But let's ask, what will the outcome be? Hermit. So that means jail. So, well, let's see. Is it a just punishment? Oh my. Okay. Now, there's also another thing. These men could be being framed, and the real guy could be getting away with it because he's higher up or he has special friends. So these poor guys might be patsies. Let's see if, please tell us if this is a true cover-up or if this is the real deal with these people. Okay, justice. Whatever will happen in the courts is what will happen, and justice will be served. Perhaps the men have done more than I see. I heard, I don't know if this is true, but I heard today that they burned her body and put her in concrete. And somehow it was very hard to find her. But the man who is in charge of the Texas Equisearch did find her, because a farmer found her by the odor of decomposition, and it was in the way of where he was putting down fence, and so of course he'd have to pay attention to the grass and the ground. I'm really, really happy with this reading. It says that whatever happens is what is supposed to happen from now on. She will be vindicated. She will get justice. I really did see in my other reading that he would get away with it. But this was talking about those two friends. Let's ask one more time. Please tell us if the man who was in charge of hurting her will get away with this. The true man who did it. I also heard that one of the people killed themselves. That could be part of this, I don't know. But I'm leaving it out for now. Okay, this is showing that he has a female benefactress, like maybe his mom? His daughter? The head of the army? Love interest? Some people taking the fall for him? Or he's the one, and the lovers is not what was supposed to happen with him. It was with her guy, which I always forget his name. and the devil. So he'll get punished in his own way, even if he doesn't get punished by the government. His life has been run by Satan for a pretty long time. As in, he's always chose to do what's selfish instead of helping others. If he does have a daughter, she's young and she idolizes him, and this would crush her to find out the truth. But if she does, she'll become a champion herself to help. So that's been this reading. If it is Vanessa, I guess we'll find out pretty soon, probably tomorrow. I hope all is well with everyone, and I'll see you next time.